What would you say if I told you that all the people you have met in your life did not exist? All the places you have visited, all the interactions and experiences you've had with the world since your birth, were nothing more than a figment of your own imagination. Nothing exists, only your own consciousness, which created an illusion, a very complicated yet simple truth. Only you exist. Today, we're going to take a look at one of the most bizarre theories in philosophy, the theory of solipsism. The word solipsism comes from the Latin words solus, meaning alone, and ips, meaning self, as in only me. This idea comes from different philosophers, such as Gorgias of Leontini, René Descartes, and even Sigmund Freud. This theory proposes that reality is only comprehensible through the one's self, that the only tangible reality we have is our own consciousness. So it is impossible to know what is real objectively. How can we know for sure that the world we see really exists, and that it is not just an illusion created by our own brains? In the movie The Matrix, we can listen to one of the main characters explain part of the solipsism philosophy.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
Although this is just a movie, we can find dozens of philosophical beliefs within it. This film greatly impacted pop culture, not only for its special effects, but because it raised one of the oldest questions in philosophy. Is our world real? According to the theory of solipsism, there is no way we can prove that there is something beyond our own existence. Every person you have met, every place you have visited could be created by your own imagination, and there will be no way to prove otherwise. The unsettling thing about this theory is that for a person suffering from mental illness, such as hallucination, would perceive reality in a completely different way than we do, which leads us to think that a person suffering from hallucinations has lost all reasoning about their environment and cannot differentiate reality from fantasy. What would happen if we were in that similar position at this very moment, imagining everything that surrounds us without realizing that reality is very different, or that this reality does not exist, created by a consciousness, yours? This is a belief that to this day is still being discussed in philosophy. Many other people think that this philosophy is completely useless because you can never prove it, if indeed reality is a simple illusion. Each one of us interprets reality in different ways. Solipsism is a position that proposes many questions, but with no answers. The problem with this theory is that it is impossible to prove, only leaving us in a position of believing or not believing. We are in a reality that could very well be false, but it is the only one we know. Maybe this reality is just a dream that we may never wake up from. Tell me what you think about this theory. Do you think there is a possibility that our reality is a creation of our own consciousness? Or do you prefer not to think about the possibility and accept what you see with your own eyes as real? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.